Hey, Motorman here, and you might be a motorcycle doofus if you're still having problems making a simple U-turn, and generally the reason for that is you have not mastered the clutch and throttle, also known as the friction zone. The friction zone is that area of clutch travel between completely open when you release the clutch and completely closed. It's that gray area in between. Now, I probably got dozens of videos already on this subject, but I'm going to present it in another way, and maybe this will be the time that you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you got an excuse if you went to the MSF and you got your license on one of those little 125cc bikes. Sometimes they even use mini bikes, because on those bikes you can let the clutch out all the way and just idle through every one of the exercises and get your license. But that's not going to help you one bit when you get a 500-pound or a 900-pound motorcycle. Now, if you got a 900-pound motorcycle and you tell me your bike feels big and heavy and clumsy, I guarantee you it's because you have yet to master that clutch and throttle. So that's what this video is going to be about. In case you're not sure what a motorcycle doofus looks like, in this demonstration, this is exactly what a motorcycle doofus looks like. This is a person who has to duck walk their motorcycle around a simple U-turn. And whether it be with one person or even worse with two people on the bike, it doesn't have to be this way. If you think your bike feels heavy and clumsy, it's because you don't know how to use that clutch and throttle. Then you got to have the wife get off, and if it's a slight uphill area, she's going to have to help you push the motorcycle back. It's embarrassing. You don't need to do that. I'm going to show you what it should look like when you're using proper technique. Okay, so here's the easiest way to find the friction zone. I'm going to take off from a stop without using the throttle, and simply by letting the clutch out very easily right at idle. When the bike starts to move, you found that friction zone. It is about 1 inch wide, and we're going to fluctuate the clutch within that 1 inch. We're never letting it all the way out, and we're never letting it all the way in. Nice and easy, letting that clutch out. Right there's the start of the friction zone. I'm duck walking the bike a little bit. I let it out a little bit more, just a little bit more, and the bike is moving along. We're going right about 5 miles an hour. If I want a little more speed, I let the clutch out ever so slightly that you probably can't even see it on the camera. Not using that throttle at all. Now, once you get this, and it should just take a few minutes, you want to start bringing up the revs a little bit, because you want to be about 1800, 2000 revs. Right there is 1800. I'm in that sweet spot of the friction zone. I know I'm in that sweet spot because I can rev the motor like this without picking up speed. If you run out of the friction zone, what's going to happen is this. You hit that gas, the bike is going to leap ahead. That's what you want to avoid. So you're letting it out ever so slowly. And then you could feed a little throttle. Or, like I said, you could try it with no throttle at all. You could do this on any motorcycle. The bike will move along. Right now, I'm in the start of that friction zone. I want to go a little faster. I let it out ever so slightly. Once you've figured out exactly where that friction zone is, it's time to practice the slow race. Now, in the slow race, we're going to bring our throttle up a little bit. We're still, of course, in the friction zone, head and eyes up, and we're going at about a walking pace. You need to master the slow race before you move on to making any type of tight turns. In addition to using the friction zone, that is clutch and throttle, bringing the revs up 1800 RPM, you want to put a little bit of steady, light pressure on the rear brake. Some people call it dragging the brake. You don't want to preload it or force down on the brake, or you wear out your clutch and throttle. It's light, steady pressure. Once you feel comfortable at riding at a walking pace, it's time to pick up the speed. We want to stay above 5 miles per hour, somewhere around 8 to 10. Here I've got two big circles, and start with 30, 35 feet, 40 feet, whatever you feel comfortable with, but you got to be able to use that friction zone while leaning the motorcycle. And again, light, steady pressure on the rear brake. Looking at this from above, As you can see, this is a big circle. Again, my speed right now, 8 to 10 miles an hour. With this big a circle, I could probably get up to 12 or 15 miles per hour, but you want to stay around 8 to 10. Once you're able to do this circle to the left, it'll be timed to make it to the right. And the easiest way to do that, in addition to making just right-hand circles, is to do a figure 8. So you're turning to the left at first, and then you're going to the right. Now it's time to transition from left circles to right circles at the same time. So what we've got here is a big figure 8. Like I said, these circles intersecting, they're about, 30, 35 feet. It doesn't matter, like I said, make it as big as you want, but feel that bike transition while you're still in the friction zone, and light, steady pressure on the rear brake. Inside of no more than 2 hours of practice, you should have that friction zone down pat. And that is the key to everything. Combine that with turning your head and eyes and looking only where you want to go, and you will be riding like a pro in no time. For more information, get yourself a copy of my Ride Like a Pro experience video, the best $20 you'll ever spend on that heavyweight motorcycle, or really any size motorcycle.